Hello everyone, Gaming here and welcome back to another Hell Let Loose episode. Today we're gonna talk about upcoming Eastern Front. So this video is for players that have absolutely zero information about Soviet faction and their weapon arsenal. After watching this video, you're gonna be prepared for the Eastern Front release in Hell Let Loose. Let's start. At the beginning of 2021, devs shared the preview image of upcoming Eastern Front map known as Kursk, which also means they're adding Soviet faction. This location is used in many World War II games and movies that contain Soviet campaign. It's the location that got targeted by German forces after the unsuccessful attack on Stalingrad. By looking at the screenshot, we can already see the weather of the map will be sunny with clear sky. By the knowledge I have about this map from other World War II games, it's an open map that contains small villages with one-story wooden buildings, and terrain has low density of trees. High chance it will look similar to Sainte-Marie-du-Mont map that we have in-game. Now we're gonna talk about the weaponry of this faction. With what kind of weapons and vehicles you're gonna play in Hell Let Loose as Soviet soldier. Be advised, the info I'm about to tell is not confirmed by developers and can be different as devs release more info about Eastern Front. So what's the format? We're gonna pick weapons from already existing US and the German faction and try to find similar ones for Soviets. Starting with rifle. Most likely it's going to be Mosin 9130. It's a bolt-action rifle that has 5 bullets in a clip, uses 7.62 rounds that allows to bolt faster than the German Kar 98. So yeah, it's basically a Russian Kar 98. Pistol, Nagant 1895. It's a revolver with capacity of 7 rounds and it has a slow reload. There is also second pistol, TT-33. It uses identical rounds as Walter P-38, which is a German pistol. Submachine gun. We have 2 alternatives here. Most popular one is PPSH-41. Has fire rate similar to MG-42. You can call it Mini Basso. With the drum mag modification, it becomes my favorite submachine gun in any World War II game. It can use 45 round box mag and can be upgraded to 70 round drum mag. Second version is PPS-42. It has slow fire rate as MP-40 to control the full auto recoil easier. Automatic rifle. SVD-40 is similar to the Gewehr and has 10 rounds in magazine. There is also upgraded version of it called AVT-40 that has full automatic fire mode. Machine gun. DP-28 LMG does not have any upgrades compared to the M34 in terms of magazine capacity, meaning it is stuck with its 47 round pan magazine at all times. It has slow fire rate, and personally, if you're gonna ask me, it's probably the worst MG in World War II. However, if devs decide to add Dushka, I'm all in it. Sniper rifle. Mosin with the PU scope. So by the games I played, the PU scope magnifies less than the Kar 98 scope. Infantry AT. Soviets didn't produce any RPGs during World War II. Instead, they were using PTRS-41 AT rifles. Devs also might add AT grenade called RPG-43 to the Soviet ATs, which will be the first in-game. Devs also can copy what Enlisted did and give Russian forces stolen Panzerschreck, which will probably be the easiest solution for balance purpose. So AT roll of the Russia will be quite mysterious. Melee. NR-40. NR means scout knife. Grenade. It might be F1 grenade or RGD-33 grenade. Smoke grenade, most common was the RGD-1. AT mine, TM-35. Anti-personnel mine, POMZ-1. Artillery, M1937, ML-20. AT gun, ZIS-3. Alright, so we're done with weapons. If you're enjoying this content, don't forget to press the like button. It takes 10 hours to record and edit for me. For you, it will take just 1 second to press the button. Thanks for understanding. Anyway, back to Eastern Front. Now we're gonna predict what kind of vehicles we're going to use in the upcoming Soviet faction. Actually, devs already revealed one. Here it is. That is a good old T-34-76. Decent mobility with sloped armor, similar cannon that Sherman has. And now the prediction stuff. Heavy tank can be KV-1 or KV-85. Light tank can be T-70. What about scout vehicle, if you're gonna ask? I don't think there is nothing comparable to Puma and Greyhound in Soviet faction. If devs are too crazy, they might add BT-7 or BT-5 as scout vehicle. Now here's the question that bothers me most. When devs gonna add turretless tank destroyers? Because there's so many of them used by Germans and Russians. If you're gonna look at this list, most of the tanks are turretless, such as ISU-152, Marders, Stuks, Ferdinands, SU-122s, SU-76s. Where are the fucking tank destroyers, dev? Seriously, we want to see more armor in the game. Anyways, as transportation supply truck, we might get ZIS-5. So that's all of my predictions. Hardest part is predicting what kind of tanks they will add, because there is just so many of them used in Kursk battle. And if devs decide to add map of Berlin in future, we might even see T-34-85s and IS-2s. Honestly, I'm really curious about what kind of roadmap devs will follow for the Eastern Front. About other maps we might see in Eastern Front, there were open maps like Kursk, Battle of Moscow, and also urban maps such as Stalingrad and Battle of Berlin. With release of Eastern Front, this game have potential to become one of the leading World War II multiplayer shooter in gaming community, combining 3 big countries, 2 front lines in a single game. This will result post-scriptum players and also veteran Red Orchestra players to switch to Hell Let Loose. You might say, oh, so slick, but Enlisted already did it. Enlisted is an arcade game. There is bots. Hell Let Loose is simulator. I don't want to throw mud at the Enlisted. What they're doing is also good. They're even adding a African campaign there, so there will be 3 front lines. Enlisted doing a good job as well. You might want to check my Enlisted videos, by the way. Click right top corner. Trusting Hell Let Loose developers is quite hard, because they don't even update their Kickstarter page. Check out the remaining goals. Scout vehicles already added, but where the heck is Marvi map? You forgot about it, devs? Dismemberment? There is already dismemberment in game, devs. What the hell? Or maybe they want to upgrade the dismemberment animation. Then there's no problem. Deployable flag cannons. Okay. Winter uniforms for both German and American forces. We already have that, devs. Like, legit. They're just skipping some of the stuff at the Kickstarter page. That's ridiculous. Flamethrower tank variant. We don't even have normal flamethrower yet. Drivable civilian vehicles. Now that sounds like a mess. They're gonna turn this game into GTA. Early war, German forces. They'll probably add it against Russians, so we're gonna see Panzer Force instead of Panthers. Russian forces, British forces, Canadian forces, Japanese forces. So they're adding a 3rd front as well, or at least they will, I hope. Their Kickstarter page is a mess. Most of the goals are skipped and thrown away. Tell me in the comment section what map vehicles or weapons you want to see in the Eastern Front update. If you have additional info and knowledge about this topic, you can type it down there as well. But that's it for today. I'm gonna see you next time. Peace out.